Welcome to the Instagram stories for Monday, February 14th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. On Mondays, we talk about what head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, shared on his Ask Me Anything. And this week he had some good questions. Let's dive right in. The first question, when is the chronological feed coming? Just as a little aside, I have the chronological feed, and I haven't really used it that much because I was not so excited by it. Here's his answer.
Back in December, I said the first half of this year, still on track. We're not just working on a following feed that's in chronological order, but also a favorites feed that you can curate just to keep track of the accounts that you're most interested in keeping up to date with.
The part of that I like is the favorites that he mentioned. This basically builds off the close friends idea, and when you go into favorites, it pre-selects all the people you have in your close friends group as potential favorites. I actually really like that idea. I think it's really smart. Next question. There's nothing interesting on my Explore page. Can I change that? Here's his answer.
So one of the most important things we use to figure out what you might be interested in, put it in Explore, is the accounts that you followed. Obviously also what you spend time with, what you like, etc. So follow a few accounts that you're interested in and hopefully your Explore will get a little bit better.
Not too much to add to that one. Next question. Is there an easy way to see what's trending on Reels right now? That actually makes sense because if you knew what Reels were trending, you could make those same types of Reels. Here's his answer.
No, not right now. We've got a couple ideas and we've been experimenting with this space, but we're primarily focused on making them easier to create, coming up with new fun creative tools, and better understanding people's interests and connecting them with Reels that they love.
It's a great idea. I would say that the best substitute is to look at the creator's account on Instagram and look at the Reels trend report that they do. Seems like about every 2 weeks or so. But if you want to be ahead of the curve, just go on TikTok and then you'll know what Reels are going to be popular like a month from now. That's the easiest way. By the way, the Instagram creators account recently highlighted Savannah Moss, whose TikToks are absolutely amazing. I can't explain them at all, and they're just a bunch of randomness put together, but they really work. Look at the Instagram for Savannah Moss and see what she's doing. Next question. How do you turn on two-factor authentication? This is a great chance to remind you that if you have not turned on two-factor authentication, what are you waiting for? Go turn it on. You don't want your account to get hacked and then send me a message. And I say, did you ever turn on two-factor authentication? And you say, well, no, because I didn't want to do that extra step. Trust me, you want to.
I love plugging two-fac. Go to your profile, to settings, then to security, and then you'll see two-factor authentication and turn it on to make sure that you don't get hacked and no one takes over your account by guessing your password.
And the last question that we're going to talk about today, are there new features coming for Instagram Shops this year? Here's his answer.
Nothing specific to announce, but we are heavily focused on how we can make shopping and commerce better integrated into the rest of the experience, not just the Shops tab, particularly for those who are interested in shopping, following fashion accounts, shopping accounts, all that sort of thing.
That's a great concept, and I really do want to see a lot tighter integration with the shopping experience. If I'm a creator and I post a picture and I'm wearing a certain outfit, you should be able to buy that same outfit regardless of whether or not I have a brand partnership with the company who makes or sells those clothes or anything like that. And ideally, I would get a revenue cut since that's how you found out about the clothes. It's simple enough. Google Lens can let you scan any picture or any clothing item that anyone's wearing and bring you directly to the website. So it would make sense that Instagram should be able to scan the pictures and videos that people post and link you right to buy those items directly. All right, let's do one more question. Do you remember the take a break feature? It was announced a while back. You have it by now. It gives you a reminder when it's time to stop using Instagram and it suggests that you go do something else. Are people actually using it? The question, are people using Take a Break? How's it going? ? Here's his answer.
Yes, people are using it. More and more people are discovering it. And people who do use it tend to leave it on. So check it out.
Okay, that's going to do it for today's show. If you could do me a favor, if you enjoy this content, if you like what I do, please leave a review on Apple Music. That would be the best place. Also called Apple Podcasts. Just go in there, look for the Instagram stories, and leave me a review. I would really appreciate it, and it would help other people to find the show. Thanks for listening, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently. Until they let me run my team and start to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacy. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.